Thank you.
All right, let's go make a photo. Let's go attempt to make a photo this dreary day. All right.
Is it still in there? Oh, there's two! How exciting!
All right, Abby, go toward Nick. There you go.
It's hiding.
No, you can see it.
How do you know you can see it?
Because I every picture you do it, you see it.
All right, so Brooke, what we brought you over here for?
You're gonna be the sun.
Maybe you hold this.
Right there.
I don't know how much it's going to do for us, but we'll do it anyhow. All right, Abby and Nick, I'm going to focus on you. At this point, you can breathe and blink. You don't want to move your heads back and forth. And yeah, I'll give you instructions after that. But right now, just stay still. All right, don't move. Breathe and blink's okay. We are going to count to 15. Here we go. Ready?
This is so cool.
This came in really hot, so definitely okay on time. I think I probably overdeveloped it because it came up so fast. Oh, certainly did.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
It's terrible. It's cute. Did a pretty good job holding still. We can probably do 8 seconds. And yeah. All right, so future Paul here. I'm just gonna voice over this part because at this point we were just talking about sci-fi movies and movies that we fell asleep during and woke up during and couldn't believe they were really, really long and boring. But going in, this is actually going to be the just sort of the third plate I made that day. I made an 8x10. After that 4x5, I sort of walked you all through where you just saw. It was still too hot at 8 seconds. So I'm going to do this one at 4 seconds. It's a 3D printed plate holder I designed and printed myself. This is my first time out using it. It worked really, really well. Just a little go me moment there. I made that. Got a bottle of UV Photographics Old Dead Bride, which is always my go-to collodion for wedding day pictures because of the irony. Here's a pour on this plate that's not that great. I get kind of stubborn about missing a spot over on the edge here, and I let it start to thicken up a little bit too much when I go to pour it off. So I ended up with a big sort of ugly mark right there. You can see it. And that haunts me into the final plate. It didn't really clear out. That's a big ugly scar for sure. Give it a couple more seconds just for the other parts to sort of set up some, and going right into my Lund tank. I don't know. I like those Lund tanks. I know there's other options out there. Those are still my favorite. So now back in the box after exposing that plate, dumping it out, and hitting it with developer, just an iron based developer. Nothing too fancy here. Watching it come up takes about 8 seconds or so, and stopping development with water. And then I'm just going to slosh it around and agitate it in there. It's about, I don't know, a liter of water, 750 milliliters of water. Slosh it around, check the surface of that plate just to make sure that it's not oily looking anymore, that the water sits on it nice and smooth, and I know all the developers out. Also in this video, taking a look at all the holes that are in the cover of my dark box. That has been on my list of things to repair, just because it's kind of too big anyhow. But you have stuff that works, you just keep using it until it falls apart, and it is clearly now falling apart. I can see some stitching failing on the other side as well. So I'll have to get after that. All right, back out into the light. Satisfied with how that developer, or how that rinse water was sitting on there. I'll give it one more rinse of water, and then I'm just going to dump it in this tray of fixer. I use ammonium thiosulfate. 20%. I make up about 800 milliliters at a time. Typically, that gets me somewhere between 15 and 20 4x5 and 5x7 plates, and maybe 5 or 6 8x10 plates till I get frustrated with how slow it's starting to work, and start over with a fresh batch. There you can see that big ridge of collodion from my bad pour. It works. It's okay. The couple, they were super thrilled with how this plate turned out. That's it.
Pretty cool.
Catch you next time.